Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Ayman Hassan and you are watching Mitv. Ramadan Mubarak to Muslims all over the world from Imamia Medics International. May Allah Almighty and the Ahlul Bayt alayhum as-salam grant us the opportunity of earning many good deeds in this blessed month. The media team of Imamia Medics has launched a new series of world news, the aim of which is to deliver to you the details of various educational, welfare, and medical projects of IMI going on around the world. You have already seen the first attempt of this series, and so, after the encouragement and satisfaction that we received from our viewers after the first installment, we have decided to push forth with the series. So let us start with this week's newsletter. First and foremost, we will look at this week's headlines. Recovery missions are underway after the devastating earthquakes in Turkey and Syria. In collaboration with IMI's partner organizations, the distribution of food rations to victims in Syria were facilitated. In aiding the earthquake victims of Turkey and Syria, American Muslims were no less helpful. IMI's Michigan chapter held a successful fundraiser for the relief aid of the victims. IMI's board of directors holds its oath-taking ceremony. IMI's projects for flood victims are continuously underway in Pakistan. On behalf of IMI's dental wing, free dental outreach programs and the construction of 30 secure, well-built houses are provided for flood victims. In India, IMI is the talk of the town. Free kidney screening camps in Aligarh and Hosseini eye camps in Banaras are organized for all. IMI sponsors students in Afghanistan. Fees are paid for students in the Herat province and a book reading competition is held for them in the Barbaz province. The IMI mission in the UK continues. First aid training workshops are held in Birmingham. A free medical camp is set up for the elderly in the African country of Burkina Faso. On the occasion of International Women's Day, IMI's Women's Wing holds an online session. And finally, in Ramadan, IMI will take care of your health. In this regard, an informative webinar will be held on the topic of working through Ramadan and diabetes. And now, we will delve into our news headlines with further details. Rehabilitation missions continue after the devastating earthquakes in Turkey and Syria. It has been more than a month since the destruction struck and the chaos broke loose. Thousands of people were injured and millions were displaced, for which a long-term resettlement plan is required. In this difficult time, Imamia Medics International is with its Turkish and Syrian brothers. Within a few hours of the devastating earthquake on February 6, with the supply of rations and medical camps, IMI has been engaged in relief and rehabilitation work alongside local volunteers. Muslims living in America are second to none in helping the earthquake victims of Turkey and Syria. On March 12, IMI held a fundraising seminar in Michigan, which was attended by a great number of people, including city elders and the Turkish ambassador. Representing IMI's HQ, IMI founder Dr. Waji Rizvi gave the keynote address, while local dignitaries briefed participants about IMI's services for earthquake victims in Turkey and Syria. Towards the end of the event, the fundraising segment was held in which the participants donated generously. IMI has announced the new names of the U.S. Board of Directors.
Board of Directors have been elected.
The oath-taking ceremony of the new members took place online on the 15th of Shaban on a very happy occasion. Sheikh Jalil, a prominent religious scholar in Karbala, administered the oath to the new members.
Financial resources will always be in accordance with.
And now let us talk about Pakistan. where the dental wing of IMI organized a free dental outreach program in a Bas town of Karachi at Imam Bargha Dar al-Shafa al-Husseini, at which more than 150 people were screened and dental hygiene and tooth cleaning tips were shared. The rehabilitation work for flood victims of Pakistan is still ongoing. With the support of philanthropists, IMI started the project of giving houses to the homeless flood victims. In its first phase, 30 strongly built, secure houses were constructed and the homeless were then shifted into them. Approximately 30 to 40 families will be settled into these houses. In India too, IMI projects are underway. A free kidney disease screening camp was organized for the poor and deserving patients in Aligarh. The doctors of Jawaharlal Nehru Medical College specially participated in the camp. Along with the screening of 147 patients in the camp, they were also given free medicines for 7 days. Sugar and ECG testing of the patients were also conducted. The doctors of the Jawaharlal Nehru Medical College also expressed their desire to conduct more medical camps with IMI in the future. Meanwhile, in the city of Banaras of Uttar Pradesh, the Husseini Eye Camp was successfully organized. Most of the city dwellers of Banaras are involved in embroidery work. Hence, because of their strenuous eye work, there are many who are facing various eye diseases. On the persistent and great insistence of the local people, the Husseini Eye Camp was organized on the auspicious day of the birth of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. 240 patients registered themselves in the camp, from which 42 patients were screened for cataract surgeries, and 85 patients were given glasses for nearsightedness, and free eye drops were also given to the patients. Meanwhile, on the occasion of Ramadan, rations were also distributed among the deserving people of different cities of India. In the war-engulfed country of Afghanistan, IMI has been engaged in welfare work for years. Due to international restrictions, delivering aid and conducting relief work in Afghanistan is a difficult task. Even in these difficult conditions, however, IMI volunteers are engaged in humanitarian service. Recently, IMI has paid the tuition fees of talented and deserving students, while a book reading competition was held in the city of Parvaz of the Balkh province. IMI UK has organized a first aid training workshop for young doctors in Birmingham. In the workshop, practical demonstrations related to basic medical knowledge were done by professional doctors. A large number of people attended the event and participated. It is through the existence of women that the universe is truly full of life. And so, on the occasion of International Women's Day, IMI's Women's Wing organized an online webinar, which was attended by IMI members and a large number of women. In the event, the journeys of successful women were highlighted, and participants were informed about physical fitness, healthy food, and career guidance. In the blessed month of Ramadan, can diabetic patients maintain their fasts? If so, then how?
We have to not only supply insulin, but we will have to supply those enzymes.
This was the topic of a thorough discussion in the successful webinar organized under the supervision of IMI's expert doctors. In the event, the members of IMI's academic council provided information to young doctors on this issue that is rampant amongst the public. And now, this brings us to the end of MITV's World News Bulletin. This bulletin is our new endeavor, which has been prepared with great efforts. This is the beginning of a new journey, in which we will need your support and guidance. Please provide us with your feedback by letting us know how you liked our newsletter. Our email address will be displayed on your screens shortly. You may also follow us on our various social media platforms. Now kindly allow us to take our leave. Inshallah, we will meet again soon. Wassalamu alaikum.